Welcome back to the Old Charles. Today we are talking about the United States half dollar from 1974, a coin that many people still have at home and often overlook, but it carries history, value and collector interest. The 1974 half dollar is part of the Kennedy half dollar series, which began in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination. This coin quickly became one of the most recognized and collected coins in American history. By 1974 the half dollar was no longer made with silver for regular circulation. Instead it was struck in a copper-nickel clad composition, which means it has a copper core with outer layers of copper-nickel. This change makes the 1974 half dollar different from earlier silver issues, but it does not make it unimportant at all. The obverse of the coin features the portrait of John F. Kennedy facing left with the word Liberty above and the date 1974. Below, the motto "In God We Trust" appears near the portrait. On the reverse you will see the presidential coat of arms with an eagle holding arrows and an olive branch surrounded by stars and the words United States of America and half dollar. The 1974 half dollar was minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver and San Francisco. The Philadelphia and Denver coins were made for circulation, while the San Francisco coins were struck as proofs for collectors. The mint mark can be found on the obverse just below the portrait near the date. Coins from Philadelphia have no mint mark. Denver coins show a D and San Francisco proof coins show an S. When it comes to mintage numbers, millions of 1974 half dollars were produced, which means they are not rare in circulated condition. However, condition plays a very big role in value. Most 1974 half dollars found in circulation today are worn from years of use. These coins usually have little collector premium and are often worth close to face value in average circulated condition. However, if you find a coin that has sharp details, strong luster and no major scratches, it can be worth more. Uncirculated examples are where value begins to rise, especially coins that were never used in daily transactions. Collectors look for clean surfaces, full detail on Kennedy hair and a strong strike on the eagle feathers. Proof coins from San Francisco are specially made with mirror-like surfaces and frosted details. These proof coins were sold directly to collectors and are often kept in protective cases. Their value depends on condition and whether the original packaging is included. Another exciting area for collectors is errors and varieties. Some 1974 half dollars were struck with mistakes such as double dies, off-center strikes or clipped planchets. These error coins can be worth significantly more depending on how clear and dramatic the error is. Collectors love these unique pieces because no two error coins are exactly the same. When checking your 1974 half dollar, always look closely at the date, lettering and edges. Weigh the coin and compare it to known specifications. The standard weight is about 11.34 grams and the edge should show a visible copper layer between the nickel surfaces. Storing your coin properly is also important. Keep it away from moisture, heat and rough handling. Using coin holders or capsules can help preserve condition over time. Even though the 1974 half dollar is not a silver coin, it still holds a special place in American numismatics. It represents a period when half dollars were still commonly produced but slowly disappearing from everyday use. Many people saved them as keepsakes, which is why they still show up today in collections, drawers and old jars. So if you have a 1974 half dollar, take a closer look, check the condition, look for errors and see if it might be worth more than you think. The history of the United States half dollar in 1974 is closely connected to the legacy of President John F. Kennedy and the changing economy of America. The Kennedy half dollar was first introduced in 1964, shortly after the tragic assassination of President Kennedy. The nation wanted a lasting tribute and the half dollar was chosen as a symbol of respect and remembrance. The coin quickly became popular and people across the country began saving them, which caused a shortage in circulation. During the early years the half dollar contained silver, which made it even more desirable to the public. However, rising silver prices and hoarding forced the United States Mint to make changes. By 1965 the silver content was reduced and by 1971 silver was completely removed from half dollars intended for circulation. By the time 1974 arrived the half dollar was made entirely of copper nickel clad material. This change marked a new era where the coin was valued more for its design and historical meaning than its metal content. In 1974 the United States was going through economic challenges including inflation and changes in everyday spending habits. Fewer people were using half dollars in daily transactions as paper money and smaller coins became more convenient. Even though millions of half dollars were minted that year, they were not commonly seen in circulation. Many were saved by collectors or stored away by the public as keepsakes. The design of the 1974 half dollar remained the same as Earlier Kennedy issues preserving the strong emotional connection Americans felt. Toward the late president, the obverse portrait created by Gilroy Roberts and the reverse design by Frank Gasparo reflected dignity, strength and national pride. The continued production of the half-dollar in 1974 showed the mint commitment to honoring tradition even as the coin slowly faded from everyday use. Today the 1974 half-dollar stands as a reminder of a changing time in American history, a period when the nation was moving away from silver coinage and when the half-dollar shifted from a commonly used coin to a collectible item found in collections drawers and memories of the past. The condition of a United States half-dollar from 1974 plays a major role in how much interest and value the coin can have. Collectors carefully examine every detail to determine how well the coin has survived over time. Most 1974 half-dollars found today are in circulated condition, which means they were used in everyday transactions. These coins often show wear on the high points such as John F. Kennedy hair, cheek and jawline on the obverse and the eagle feathers and shield on the reverse. Light scratches, small nicks and a dull surface are common in circulated examples, and these usually hold little premium over face value. Uncirculated condition is where the coin becomes more desirable. An uncirculated 1974 half-dollar shows no signs of wear from use. The details remain sharp and the original mint luster is still visible across the surface when light moves over the coin. Collectors look for clean field, strong strikes and minimal contact marks. Even small scratches can lower the grade, so careful handling is important. Proof coins struck at the San Francisco Mint are another category. These coins were specially made for collectors using polished dies and planchets. Proof coins have mirror-like backgrounds and frosted design elements, but their condition still matters. Hairlines from improper cleaning, fingerprints or damaged cases can reduce their appeal and value. Higher grade proof coins with clear mirrors and strong contrast are the most sought after. Storing your 1974 half-dollar properly helps maintain its condition. Keeping it in a protective holder away from moisture, heat and direct handling can prevent damage. Never clean a coin because cleaning can remove original surfaces and lower collector value. Understanding condition helps collectors decide whether a 1974 half-dollar is S